Hey guys, what's up? Namaste, I'm Jade Ocean. So today we're going to do a flow for the full body. So we're going to build some strength in the entire body. We're going to focus more on the leg area and then also the glutes, and then do a little bit of side body stuff, and then arms. Of course, we're going to hit chest and back. So make sure that you guys have a couple of blocks and then maybe a little blanket for your knees, and then always have water, stay hydrated, and I'll meet you on your mat. Okay guys, so we're going to start in a virasana pose. So you can either sit with your knees together and then sit on top of your heels here, or you can grab a block, or you can grab two blocks. So if you notice that you're feeling a little discomfort in the knee area, so the top of the knee area, go ahead and grab a block and bolster yourself up just a little bit higher. If it still feels a little funny, go ahead and grab the second block and get yourself a little bit higher than that. So also another trick that I like to use is if it feels like the mat's just putting a little too much pressure on the knees and the bottom there, you can grab a blanket and then just place it underneath the knees, just like that. And that just feels a little bit more comfortable. So what we want to do is make sure that if we are sitting on the block, our knees are hip distance apart. And we're able to press the shins down, the feet down with the toes pointed back, so it's the top of the feet. We're able to find that natural curvature. If you're sitting on your heels, be sure that your legs are together. And again, you want to sit evenly. So find that balance between the right side, the left side. Make sure you're able to sit nice and tall with the spine. So we don't want to feel like we're tipping our pelvis forward. So our little bones right here, those front hip bones, are coming forward towards the thigh. We want them to be up, but we don't want to be rolling the back backwards. We want to sit up tall and even and find that natural curvature in the spine. So take a full breath in. Imagine that length drawing through the spine. And exhale. Allow your body to soften. And take this moment to just connect with your breath and draw your awareness to the mat right now. So letting go of anything that's not serving you right now, so nothing that you can do off the mat. We want to pay attention to us right here in this moment. So drawing that connection to the body, maybe the sensations in the body sitting here. If you feel unbalanced or you feel any discomfort anywhere, adjust yourself. Make sure you're able to sit comfortably here and find a little stillness in the mind and connect with that breath. So inhale. As you draw the inhale, just notice if there's any tensions, any clenching in the body right now. Just drawing a little internal awareness here. And then on your exhale, allow yourself to soften. So letting go, surrendering to that tension, that tightness. Again, inhale. Also making sure we create space with the inhale. And then exhale, letting go of anything that's not going to help us in this moment. That could be in the body, that could be maybe in the head, something that's lingering, a thought, maybe something bothering us, or just always on the mind. Just allowing that to pass by right now. Right now we want to focus on growth, on allowing the mind to feel a little bit of calmness, steadiness, a little clarity here. Just creating a little space. And inhale again. Notice the grounding sensation with the shins and the top of the feet, feeling your roots, feeling your stability here. Noticing how the earth supports you. We will be working on a little balancing today too, so always making sure that we notice how stable we are and how balanced we are until we feel comfortable to go into anything where we need to rely on the earth to balance us. Again, full breath in and exhale. Finding space in the neck. Making sure we're not pushing our heads forward or backward. We want to create that neutral spine all the way up to the crown, the very top of the head. Maybe checking in with the muscles throughout the body one more time, even in the face. Notice if there's clenching, maybe in the eyebrow area, which tends to happen often. Maybe the legs are still tensing up. Just right now, we just want length in the spine. Clearness in the mind, awareness, focus and balance, a sense of grounding and a sense of lightness here. Take one more deep breath in, pressing into the thighs a little bit here. Notice your arms just fire up just a little bit. Pull the shoulders back and then down. Inhale to think of lifting the heart up, not forward. We're not pulling our heart forward, but we just want to create a little bit of length and lift the heart up here. Think of pressing the shoulder blades just into the back, into the chest to give it a little oomph up. Again, lift. Think of pulling your tailbone down just a little bit here. So we want to roll, so our hip bones here roll up just a little bit. And exhale. Come back to neutral. Drop your chin. Inhale one more time. And then exhale. Let everything go here. Okay, so you can move your block or blocks, or if you have nothing, once you get there, we're going to go ahead and crawl our way forward and come into a nice little balasana, child's pose. So you can bring your toes to touch behind you. If you'd like, you can grab if you don't have your blanket already, you can grab your blanket and just place it under your knees just so it's here on the mat for you. And then let's open the knees up so we have space. And go ahead and just allow your body to soften. So this is going to be first let's start in just a relaxed balasana. So you can have your arms just relaxed here. Taking a deep breath in, think of pulling your sitting bones toward your heels here, allowing your body to surrender. So let your legs be soft, your front hip flexors be soft, your forehead just surrender and allow that pressure into the mat right now. Breathing into the back ribs, notice the sensation of that area filling up, expanding, and then relaxing, softening on the exhales. Just taking a few moments just to check in with your body right now in this different position. Notice how when you change poses, how does your body react to that? Does it clench up again? Do you feel more relaxed in this pose? Was it hard to breathe? And again, adjusting yourself, allowing yourself to feel comfort here. Full breath in and exhale. Surrender. Noticing how the earth is supporting you here. And let's begin to create an active balasana. So we're going to lift our foreheads up, reach our arms forward. So we're lifting, pressing into the floor a little bit here. We're going to lift our forearms up. So press down into the earth, lift those forearms up. And we're going to reach through the side body. So we're still pulling our sitting bones towards our heels, not actively pulling to round our bellies, but we just want to feel like we're almost glued down to our heels here. And then just reaching through the side body, notice that sensation of a stretch. Don't let the shoulders roll up into your ears. We want to keep space there, not necessarily pulling down, but allow the reach to happen with creating still that space in the neck. So deep full breath in. And then exhale, let's go ahead and just walk our hands over. We're going to walk them to the left side here. And then think of pulling that so those ribs and that right side body here up towards the top of the mat. So we want to create space there. Really opening up that right side body, not necessarily bending into the left side, but just rolling our body up into the left side with the hands. Let the forehead soften into the earth right now. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, maybe walk your hands a little bit further to that left side, just really opening up those ribs on that right side. Deep breath in. Draw the energy right to that space in the right ribs. And then exhale, soften. Let's inhale, let's come back forward. So again, active. So we're going to press into the earth. Lift the forearms, full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, begin to walk towards the right side. And again, we're not bending into that right side. We're just opening. We're walking to the right side to open that left side up. So think of pulling still the shoulder, right? The shoulder area up towards the top of the mat. Our sitting bones are glued down to our heels, and we're just breathing right into those left ribs. Full breath in. And exhale, your forehead can soften. Notice if your legs are starting to clench up here. Allow those again to soften here. Inhale, walk your hands a little bit further, maybe to the right. And exhale, again softening. Let's inhale, let's come back forward. And then let's just come to our forearms here. So allow a little bit of space here. Let your head just hang. So elbows are underneath the shoulders. Breathe again into the back body. Exhale, pull the shoulders down. Let the head just hang here. Okay, so we're going to bring our hands just out in front. We're going to lift the hips up so we're in this tabletop. Walk your knees back in so they're under your hips here. Press into your palms. Spin your triceps back, so externally rotating those arms. So you notice your biceps come forward as the triceps go back. We're going to press fingers and think of pressing the fingertips into the mat. So almost like little frog pads, little suction pads here. Full breath in and exhale. We're going to curl the toes, lift the hips straight up and back. Think of lengthening through the side body. Bend the knees, maybe pedal out just a little bit with the knees. So sinking one heel down and then the other. So we're just kind of walking our dog out here in our Adho Mukha, our down dog. Think of lifting the belly up, lifting those hips up. And then almost like we're squeezing the hands together. So we're using our arms here to kind of pull in. Almost feels like we're trying to pull the mat together here with our hands. So really activating those arms. And chest, the shoulders. Keep lifting your belly up and in. And then we're just going to roll forward. Maybe you need to step back. We're going to roll forward just into a plank here. Good. Hit your plank. Firm your side hips right into your body. Let your ankles be loose here. Keep pulling your belly up and in. We're going to press into the mat and think of rounding the back. So we're going to pull our shoulder blades around the body. And then exhale, dip it back down. Inhale, lift the hips up and exhale, press it right back into down dog. Pedal the feet out again. Again, think of pulling the mat together with your hands here, really activating the shoulders. Keep breathing. Again, let's shift forward. Inhale, right down to our plank. Press into the mat. Roll those shoulders down. Really pulling the back body up. And then inhale, begin to lift, and then exhale, press the hips straight back. Again, let's roll forward, plank. Nice and strong, let the ankles be loose here. Press into the mat, pull the shoulders down towards the mat. And then inhale, and exhale, lift the hips up and back. Let's begin to walk the feet all the way up, right behind the hands. To sink your hips back so your upper thighs are parallel to the floor. Deep full breath in here and exhale. Inhale again. Coming up to your fingertips. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll very slowly all the way up, pressing into the feet. Arms are going to come up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your feet in together. Press into your hands. Think of energizing through the elbows. Think of pulling your feet away from each other right now. So we're really activating the glutes. You can feel the side hips burning up a little bit. Press evenly into the feet. Keep pressing into the hands, energizing out through the arms. We want to spread the collarbone. Pull the belly in. Lengthen through the tailbone here. Reach the hands right back up. One more time. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. We're just going to begin to open up like we did in our balasana. Open up that left side. So just pulling the hands towards the right side here. Keep pulling the side hips in. Press the sacrum into the body. Pull the belly in. Find that balance. Create lightness here. So still lengthening through the back, still lengthening through the side, through the spine. Inhale, come right back up. Hands to heart center. Inhale right back up. And grab the right wrist with the left hand, and we're just going to open up that right side body. Again, use those legs. Use your core here. Full breath into those side ribs, and then inhale, come right back up. Hands come right back down to Anjali. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive, hinging from the hips. Arms come straight back. We're just going to energize. Bend those knees a little bit. Deep, full breath here. And exhale. Nice full breath here. Inhale and exhale. Begin to sink the hips down. We're going to reach the hands right back up into our Utkatasana. Deep, full breath here. And exhale. Inhale again. Sink a little bit lower. And exhale. Let's lift that left heel up, press into the right foot. Deep, full breath in. Notice your quad on the right side just firing up. Keep pulling your belly in. And you may stand up a little bit higher if this is so intense. Keep that left heel lifted. And exhale, lower that heel down. Let's lift the right heel, press into the left foot. Full breath in and exhale. Again, inhale. Lower that right heel down. Inhale, left heel is going to come up this time. Keep the toes pressing, the ball of the foot pressing into the floor. And then one more inhale and exhale. Lower the left heel down. One more time on the right side. Lift that right heel up. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, lower. Press the hands, stand straight up. Notice the energy in your entire body right now. And catch your breath. Notice your heart right now. Is it beating really hard? Can you slow it down? A few soft breaths. Open the feet so they're a little bit wider again than hip distance apart. Take a full breath in. Lift the hands straight up overhead. And then exhale, we're just going to swan dive, hinging at the hips, bend the knees, extend those arms straight back. So we're really activating the triceps here, really reaching back here. So full deep breath in. So full deep breath in here. And exhale, swan dive all the way forward. We're going to press into the hands, press into the right foot, and step straight back with our left foot. So hands are in the inside of the feet. Take a deep breath here. Pull the shoulders down. Energize that back thigh away from the floor and keep that back ankle nice and loose. Think of really pulling that left hip down too as well. Opening up the front hip flexor. Deep breath in. And come up to our fingertips here. And then exhale, we're going to pull that right hip back, straightening that front leg just a little bit. Pressing into the big toe. Inhale to pull it forward. Keep the shoulders pulling down. And then exhale again. Forward fold. Inhale. Pull it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, pull it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, pull it forward. And then release that back knee all the way down. You can move your blanket so it's under the knee. And curl the toes. Full deep breath in, press into the left hand. We're going to open up towards that right side, lifting the right arm up towards the sky. Stay with me. And then exhale, press into the front heel, and we're going to stay in this twist and press our body all the way up. Deep breath in. Keep squeezing that left glute down. Think of pulling the tailbone down, pulling the hips into the body here. Find that balance. Stay breathing. Let's release the right hand down. We're going to flip the left palm and then just reach up. Maybe you begin to reach behind you just a little bit. Keep pulling the tailbone down. Keep pressing into that front heel. And imagine that heel kind of pulling in a little bit. That's going to open up your front hip flexor. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Bring it right back to your twist. Swing that right hand down and up. Both arms are going to come up. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center and bring your hands right down to your thigh. Really opening up that left front hip flexor again. Of pulling that right heel in. And then exhale, release your hands down. Let's curl the back toes under, lift the back thigh up, press into that front heel, and we're going to step forward to the outside of the left hand with that left foot. Sink the hips down, a deep breath here, and exhale. Let's extend the left hand out to the side. We're going to reach maybe out to the right side or reach all the way up for a little twist in our malasana. And exhale, release the right hand down, and then inhale to reach the left arm up. Exhale, release the hands down. Let's bring the fingers right in front of us, and we're going to press all the way up. Arms are going to shoot straight up, and then bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, bring the hands right back up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Arms are going to reach straight back. Bend the knees just a little bit here. Exhale, release the hands straight down. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, all the way down. Let's press the hands into the mat. Sink the hips down here. Deep breath in. And exhale, pressing the left foot. And then right foot's going to go straight back. We're going to lift that right thigh up. We're going to keep pressing into the mat with the ball of our foot and keep that ankle nice and loose. Pull the shoulders down. Make sure that heel is underneath your knee. Stay with me. Let's come up to our fingertips here. Pull the heart forward. Stay active in the abs. Keep pulling the hips in. One more full inhale. And then exhale. Press the hips back. Inhale, bring it forward. Keep those shoulders pulling down. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, forward. Nice and slow. Exhale, back. Inhale, pull it forward. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, forward. Stay with me. Release the right knee all the way down. Uncurl the toes. We're going to press into the right hand and then begin to twist open towards the left side. Full breath in and exhale. Press into that left foot and we're going to bring ourselves all the way to upright here. Arms are reaching forward and backwards. We're still in our twist. Maybe your twist is like this, just a little bit more forward, and that's beautiful as well. We just want to make sure we stay balanced here. So pull that left heel in towards you. Exhale, release the left hand down. Flip the right hand, just reach up. Maybe you reach back just a little bit to our Viparita. Reach the hands right forward and backwards again into our twist. Full breath in and exhale. Swipe that left hand down and up. And then exhale, release your hands to the front thigh. And we're just going to press forward just a little bit with the hips. Pull the tailbone down. Lift those front hip bones up. Squeeze that right glute. Really open up that right psoas, that right, all those hip flexors in there. And pull that left heel back. This is activating the hamstring, so the back of the thigh here. Release the hands to the floor. Curl the back toes. Lift the back thigh up. We're going to press into that left foot and step forward to the outside of the right hand. Inhale, sink the hips down. And exhale. Inhale. Let's extend the right hand out. This time we're just going to reach up with the left hand. And then exhale. Left hand's coming down. Let's reach up with the right hand. Exhale. Press into the feet. Swipe the hands up if you stand all the way up. Draw the hands to heart center. And take a moment here. Catch your breath. Notice your heart. Maybe sway your hips side to side. Just taking a moment to balance yourself. Notice where your mind is, how your breathing is, the quality of your breath. Is it fast? Can we slow that down as well? Maybe grab some water right now. This stuff wears you out fast. Okay, and then let's meet right back with our hands in prayer. Nice full inhalation and exhale. Reach the hands up, and then exhale. We're gonna swan dive, reaching the hands straight back, energizing through the triceps here. Deep breath in, and then exhale, sink the hips down. Let's press the hands into the floor, and then we're just gonna step back, left followed by right foot, right into our plank here. So reaching up through the arms, creating that space. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, your ankles are loose here. Let's lower the knees down. Uncurl the toes. Let's come all the way down. We're going to come for a cobra. You can stay elevated and just drop it down and help pull the heart forward. Maybe you lift the thighs up. Squeeze those thighs together. Pull the tailbone down. Pull the heart forward. Exhale. Lower the thighs. You may come all the way down. Inhale. Come all the way back up. Maybe you stay in cobra. Maybe you lift the thighs into your Urdhva Mukha. Let's curl over the toes and lift those hips back as we exhale into our down dog. Stay with me. Keep breathing. Pedal those feet out again. Find some softness here in this pose. This is a good resting pose. So we are stretching the back body out and activating a lot of the front body here. How can you create space here and softness here? Let's lower both knees to the mat. We're going to uncurl the right toes, extend that left foot straight back. Make sure your hands are right underneath your shoulders here. Right hand's in line with your right knee. We're going to spin that left heel down. Make sure those toes are pointed on the right foot towards that left heel. Twist to turn open to the right side. Find your balance here. So think of pulling the sacrum into the body. You're pressing into the earth here, but where you're lifting up through the arm. Keep that breath going. And then inhale, come to your fingertips. And then maybe you extend that left leg out just a little bit further, and we're just going to come all the way up. Arms are reaching forward with the right arm, backwards with the left arm. Find that balance. So again, pressing the sacrum into the body. Think of pulling that left leg into the hip socket. Lifting up through the center of the body. Exhale, release the left hand down softly on the side. Reach that right palm up, flipping the palm. Just a little side bend. Lift through the left ribs. And then exhale, arms come back out to the sides. And then release the right hand right back down to the earth, nice and soft. Left arm's going to reach up. We're going to lift the heel, come up to our toes on our left toes. Keep that balance going. Keep pulling the shoulders down. Maybe you hover that foot up. And then exhale, release the foot. Bring the hand right back down. Press into the palms. We're going to come right back up into our down dog. You can extend your hands out in front of you if you need to. I'm just taking a moment to catch your breath. Let's reach that right leg straight up to our ekapada, so our three-leg dog. So we're coming up to tippy toes on that left foot. We're reaching that right leg up. We want to spin the inner thigh straight back here. Stay with me. Forward, and then we're just going to step that right foot right behind the right hand. Let's spin the left heel down and then spin the right foot forward, and then we're just going to open up to our skandasana. So hands can come to our heart center here. If you notice your heel is up, you can always come up to the tippy toes and keep your hands down on the floor here. Take a deep breath in. I'm trying to keep your body upright. Keep a soft, settled bend in that left knee. Extend your right hand out to the side. Inhale to reach up. And then exhale. Both hands are going to be pressing into the mat, so you can have fingertips into the mat. You're going to press from that right heel and then move all the way to the left side. So straightening out the right leg, again, mirroring what you did on the other side. Go ahead and sink your hips down. Full breath in. Hands can be in front of you. Fingertips, if you need to be up on the ball of your foot here, that's fine as well. Keep a soft, subtle bend in that right knee. Let's extend the left hand past the toes. Reach up towards the right side. Stay with me. And then exhale, release the hands in front of you. Begin to walk them. We're going to press into that left foot. Again, just pressing the hips up, and we're just going to stop here in our prasarita. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Keep a soft, subtle bend in the knees. We want to lift the thighs up. Make sure that the outer edges of the feet are pressing into the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale again. And just allow the body just to hang right here. So we want to use our legs here to really support us, pressing into the earth, lifting up through the legs, using the strength of the legs to support us, allowing a subtle bend in order to maintain that neutral spine, so we're not going to be arching and dipping into our lower back here. We want to create a neutral spine here. So inhale, press into the fingertips here. Heart comes forward, so we're parallel to the floor. And stay for the exhale. Let's inhale. Maybe you bring your hands to your thighs, and we're just going to stand all the way up. Pivot those heels in, so we're going to be in our goddess pose here. Arms are going to come all the way up, so we're sinking down, so our knees are bent. Knees pointed the same direction as the feet, so make sure you adjust yourself. Full deep breath in here, and then exhale. Bring your hands to heart center, pressing into the hands, energizing out through the elbows. Draw the thumbs right to the heart. Press evenly into the feet. Think of pulling the mat apart this time, so really activating those thighs here, the front quads. Let's inhale and lift that right heel up. One more breath in, and exhale, release it down. Inhale, lift the left heel up. Good, don't forget about that right leg. And exhale, release it down again. Right side, keep energizing through the arms. And exhale, release it down. Same thing with the left side. Lift those left heels. And then release it down. Inhale, stand it up. Exhale, swoop the arms down as we sink down. Arms are going to come up. Exhale, release the right hand down. We're just going to reach up, flipping the palm towards the right side. Stay with me. I know the quads are just fired up. Inhale, bring the hands up, stand up, give it a break. And then exhale, bring it to heart center. Inhale, arms are going to come up. We're going to sink back down. Exhale, release the left arm down, and then we're just going to reach up overhead towards the left side with the right palm. Inhale, both arms are going to come up. Stay in the squat in this goddess pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Stand up. Pivot the toes forwards. They're parallel. Inhale. And then exhale, tip forward, hinging from the hips all the way down. So lift those quads up. Activate them here just a little bit. Inhale, halfway lift onto the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then let's just turn the feet. So we're just going to walk our hands forward, all the way forward. You can heel toe that right foot out. Let's bring our hands right to the inside of that right foot. We're going to press into the right foot, bend the knee, and then step forward with that left foot right back into our malasana pose. Let our hips sink down. Deep breath in and exhale. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Stay with me. Make sure those knees are behind your toes. Exhale, release the hands back down. Press the hips up and back to exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sink the hips back. Let's come right back into our Utkatasana. And exhale, lift the belly, press into the feet. Think of pulling the mat apart with your heels. So really stretching that mat out here. Notice where the activation is in your body. Inhale, stand it up. Exhale, forward fold, swan diving. Make sure those hands are reaching straight back. Inhale, pull it down. Shoulders come down the back. And then exhale, release it back down. Let's step back. Let's step back with the right foot, followed by the left foot this time. Right Right back into our plank. Release the knees down. All the way down, very slowly, all the way from the knees up the thighs. Use your hands to elevate if you need to stay elevated. And then either you roll the heart to peel just the heart up. Maybe you straighten the arms all the way into seal. Think of firming the thighs in towards each other. Pulling the tailbone down the body. Pulling that heart forward. Maybe you begin to press into the feet to lift the thighs up. And then exhale, right back to your down dog. Let's lower the knees down. Left knee this time. We're going to do the other side. So walk the hands so they're underneath your shoulders. Let's extend the right foot out. Uncurl the left toes so they're pointing back. Spin that right heel down. So make sure your hand, the knee, the left toes, and then the right arch or heel are all in line. We're going to inhale to reach up towards the right side here. Find your balance so sacrum presses into the body. We're lifting up through the left leg. We're extending out through that heel all the way from our side body out the heel here. Inhale, maybe we begin to heel toe that right foot out just a little bit. Come up to fingertips. And then very slowly use your core to bring it all the way up. So left hand's pointed forward, right hand's pointed back. So this is sort of like a modified Virasana, Warrior 2. So we're just doing it on our knee here, using a lot of balance. Release the right hand down, very softly onto the thigh. We're going to lift up with the left hand, flip the palm, and just create space in that left side. So again, think of plugging that right leg into the hip socket. Lifting up, pulling the thighs in towards the center of the body. And then exhale, both arms are going to come right back out to the sides. Release that left hand right back down. Right arm is just reaching up. Maybe you begin to come to the toes. Be careful you don't fall. Keep that balance on your right foot. Maybe you begin to hover. One side's always harder than the other. That right foot off the floor. Keep the balance. Remember, the earth is here to support you. And then exhale, release the foot down if you had it up. And bring that right hand down. Release the right knee down. Shake it out for a second. Press into the hands. We're going to lift those hips right back up. Right back into our Adho Mukha. So remember, pulling the mat towards each other between the hands. So we want to really pull the mat, activate the shoulders. Reaching through the side body. Make sure our spine stays straight here. So bend in the knees if we need to. And then we can always begin to straighten the legs and sink the heels down. Inhale, let's reach that left leg up. Keep pressing into the mat. Keep lifting that right heel up, right onto the balls of the feet. And then exhale. Shift forward. Bring that left knee forward. And you're going to step that left foot behind the left hand. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. That right heel down. Begin to turn the left toes to face to the side. Sink the hips down, walk the hands all the way around, right back into our Skandasana. So you can come up to the balls of the foot. You may notice one side you're able to go all the way to the heel, and the other side you're on the ball of the foot. This is this side. I have to stay up a little bit higher. So extend the left hand out to the side. We're just going to reach up with the right hand. Exhale. Press the hips back. Make sure we create a nice neutral spine here. Hands come right back in front of you and begin to walk them to the side. Bend the right knee, and then we're just going to switch over, walking the hands to the other side. Extend the right hand out to the side past the foot, and then just reach up towards the left side. Full breath in, keep a bend in that left knee, and then exhale. Release it down. Again, we're going to begin to walk the hands right to the center, right back into our Prasarita. So inhale right onto our fingertips, half lift here. And pull the shoulders down, press into the outside of the feet. Lift the quads up, and then exhale, forward fold. You may bend the knees if you need to here. You can walk heel to toe the feet in, so when they're a little bit closer, make sure both feet are pointing forward. Your heels can be out to the sides just a little bit here. So it's a little, very baby pigeon toe, if that feels comfortable for you. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, and then bring your hip creases, and then stand all the way up. Inhale, the arms are going to come up. And then exhale, hands are right to prayer. Turn around so you can see me too. So again, we're going to bring our heels in so our toes are pointed out towards the side. Make sure knees and toes are facing the same direction. Sink the hips down. Think of the hips going back, but then we want to pull the belly in. So we want to be nice and strong in the torso here. Really energizing through the legs. Think of pulling the mat apart here. So we're pressing it apart. Inhale, arms are going to come up. Exhale, bring it back down. We're going to go a little faster this time. We're going to lift the left heel coming up to the ball of the foot. Inhale, exhale, release it down. Inhale, reach the right heel up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach that left heel up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach the right heel up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time on each side. Inhale, reach that left heel up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach the right heel up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, swan dive the hands, sink a little bit deeper, reaching up through the side body. Stay with me. And then exhale, bring your hands down, stand it up. Oh, it feels good. Inhale, swoop the hands up, straight up. We're going to sink it right back down. Side this time, reach up with the right hand towards the left side. Let's just switch it out. So right hand's going to come down. We're just going to bring that left hand up. Again, left hand's going to come down. Reach the right arm up. And exhale, right arm's going to come down. Inhale, left hand's going to come up. Right back up with both hands. And then exhale, heart center, standing up with the feet. Pivot the feet in. I'm going to turn right back around. You can stay where you are. Catch your breath. One, dive forward. Extend the hands back. Forward fold, release the hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release it down. Let's begin to walk. Lift that back heel towards the front. Press into the front foot. You can heel toe it out to the side a little bit. Hands are on the inside of the left foot. And then we're going to step up right to our malasana. Sink the hips down. Reach either forward, or you can reach up a little bit higher here, or you can always keep your hands down and lift your hips up. So whatever feels okay to you, whatever you're able to do. And then exhale, press into the hands, and then we're just going to press it straight back up, standing up in our hastasana. Reach the hands up and overhead, reaching through the side body. And exhale, release the hands down to heart center, release them down to the side, shake the hips out. Again, I know this is a lot today. A lot of leg stuff. Inhale, arms are going to come up. Exhale, swan dive, reaching back with the arms, hinging from the hips. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, press into the mat, and we can just step back. One foot followed by the other, right back to our plank. Release the knees. Maybe you lower all the way down to the floor to come either into your cobra, or you press all the way up, straightening the arms right into your seal pose. One more breath. Maybe you lift the thighs up, and then exhale, press the hips up and back, right back into Adho Mukha. Catch your breath. Inhale, reach the right heel up. Exhale, shift forward, bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Spin the left heel down, and then we're going to spin the left arm to come all the way into our Vira 2. Inhale here. So sealing the outer edge of the back leg, really energizing that left leg straight back. And then we want to press that right heel and think of pulling the legs apart here. So you'll notice your glute, your left glute is really firing up. Make sure the knee is pointed same direction so they're both pointed forward as the toes. Arms are reaching up. Think of lifting on the inhale through the spine and then exhale, softening the shoulders. Stay with me. Try to catch your breath here. And inhale. Let's release the right elbow onto the right thigh. Maybe you can come all the way down towards the floor here. You can grab a block also and use a block on whichever level works for you. Release the hands softly onto the block. Reach the left hand up, coming into our Parsvottanasana. Keep pulling that right hip back here. So we want to keep space in the torso. And then inhale very carefully, using your side body, come all up. We're going to straighten that front leg, soft, subtle bend, release the left hand down. We're going to flip the palm on the right hand, reach back, space in the right side body. Begin to bend the knee again. Inhale, right back to our Vira 2, and then we're going to spin all the way back down to our Parsvottanasana. This time, reaching the arm up overhead here. So bicep is right by the ear. Think of opening that left shoulder up. Keep pulling the heels away from each other. Keep pulling that right hip back. Inhale all the way up. Straighten that leg again. Exhale, sink it back down into Warrior 2. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink it back down. 2 more times. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink it back down. And let's swoop that left hand down. We're going to lift that back heel up, coming into our crescent pose. And then exhale, release the hands to the mat. You can move your block off to the side, press into the palms, and then bring that right foot right back into our down dog. Catch your breath. Let's lift the left heel up, coming to the toes, the ball of the foot on the right foot. And then inhale, shift forward, bringing the left foot behind the left hand. Spin the right heel down. Press into the left hand as you spin to open up all the way to your Warrior 2 on your right side. So again, knee and toes pointed forward, pulling the mat away from each other. Think of tucking that left hip underneath. We want to pull the tailbone down. We want to press the outer edge of the back foot. Take a breath, lifting from the pelvis, and exhale, softening the shoulders. How can you find softness in this strong pose? One more inhale. And then exhale, we're going to begin to pull that left hip back, that left hip crease back, still a bend in the knee, and then we're just going to either bring our elbow to our thigh, or you can reach for your block and release your hand right onto the block very softly on the inside of the thigh. Reach the arm just straight up towards the sky here. Pull that left hip back. Keep energizing out that right outer edge of the foot. Inhale, bring it all the way up. And straighten that front leg. So soft, subtle bend in the knee. And then release the right hand down. We're going to flip the left palm. Reach behind us. Keep pulling the mat apart. And then begin to bend that left knee. Release the hands straight back to your Warrior 2. And then again, you're just going to reach that left hand down, coming back into your Parsvottanasana. This time, flip the palm and reach up overhead. Keep pulling that left hip back. Try to bring that hip down just a little bit further. We want to try to create a nice straight line from your hand all the way down to your heel here through the side body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Right back up to your Warrior 2. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the leg. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale, stand it up. Keep pulling the mat apart. Exhale, sink it down, almost like we're flying. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale, reach it up. And then sink it down. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Swipe that right hand down. You're going to lift the back heel up. Full breath. And then exhale. Release the hands down to the mat. You're going to press into the hands. You can heel toe that left foot out. Press into that left foot and then bring the right foot right up. Right back to your malasana. I know that left quad is probably firing up. Deep breath. Exhale. Let's just come all the way up. Exhale, begin to swan dive forward as you reach straight back. All the way down, forward fold. Release the hands down. Step back. Again, right back to our plank. Release the knees, roll all the way down. Keep space in the belly, so use your arms. Keep those shoulders lifted and keep space in that collarbone. Maybe you just pull forward to a cobra. Maybe you lift up to seal. Keep those legs pulling in towards each other. Keep the tailbone pulling down. Maybe you lift up all the way to your Urdhva Mukha. Pull the shoulders down. And then exhale right back to your down dog. Let's release the knees down, open the knees, bring the toes to touch. And then you can come just into a dolphin or full virasana here. Just release the forehead to the floor, whatever feels good to you. You can also reach back and just allow your shoulders to just fall here. Whatever's feeling amazing for you, I want you to take that pose. Allow the breath to soften. Let's press back into the palms. We're going to lift back up into our down dog. Lift the hips up and back. Let's lift the right knee in towards the chest here, and then we're just going to cross that right ankle over the front of the left thigh. Pull the knee out to the side, bend that left knee, pressing into the hands, really opening up that right knee out to the side. Full breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Begin to walk the hands all the way up into a forward fold. Keep flexing that right foot. And then maybe you begin to sink that left hip down. Maybe you come all the way up with your arms straight out in front of you. Maybe they're up. Maybe you stay on the floor here and you just sink the hips down, coming up to fingertips. So whatever feels okay for you. And then let's begin to walk right back out to our down dog. Release and unhook that right foot back right to down dog. Release the knees down. Coming right back to our balasana and take a moment. Notice if the face is clenching here. Okay, let's do the other side. So let's press into the hands. We're going to lift up to our down dog again, or Adho Mukha. Let's lift that left knee in towards the chest, and then we're going to cross that left ankle right over top of our right thigh. We're going to bend the right knee and flex that left foot. Press into the hands here and sink the hips back a little bit. So really opening up your hip, the piriformis, the glute area. Notice that right leg is just firing up a little bit here. Full breath in, exhale, very softly begin to drop that right heel down as you walk the hands up. Sink the hips back a little bit here. Keep flexing that left ankle. And then maybe you sink the hips down a little bit further. Maybe you begin to float the hands up. in front of you. Let's bring the hands down if they were up, and we're just going to walk it right back out to our down dog very slowly. Press it down one more time, and then unhook that left heel, and let's open right back up to our down dog. Let's release the knees to the floor, and then let's just sit back on our heels. Take a breath here. So inhale, let your hands just fall to the floor just like we started, right into our virasana. Notice your body right now. How are the sensations? Are they crazy intense? Do you feel a lot of heat building up? Do you feel busy-minded? Do you feel clear and you're just super focused right now? Where are you right now? Just noticing and accepting where you are. No judgment. We're not going to put any emotions attached to it, no labels attached to it. We just want to notice. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, just twisting to the left side this time. You can release the hands down so the right hand can come to the inner thigh of the right thigh, and then the left fingers can come down just behind you. Keep lifting up through the torso, so we want to make sure we're not hunching back here. So just on the fingertips here. Notice if the legs tense up here, allow them to soften. We don't need to use them right now. If you need to grab a block too, you're always welcome to elevate up a little bit higher. And noticing the face. Is the face clenching right now? Do you feel soft? Do you feel spacious in the neck? And let's inhale, come right back forward. Arms are going to come up. And then same thing, we're just going to twist using just our torso to the left side. Let the arms come out, reaching away from you. Come all the way down, left hand, inner left thigh. Right hands can come fingertips just to the floor if you could reach it. If not, you can always just place it on your back here, your sacrum. You can always hook it around you too and reach for that left thigh. A little bind. Pull the shoulders down and back. Inhale, both arms are going to come up. And exhale, right to heart center. So let's go ahead and just swoop our legs out to the side, and we're just going to sit down. You can sit on your blanket. If your blanket's down there, you can roll it up so you're elevated a little bit here. Let's just bring our feet together. Let our knees fall to the side here. You're always welcome to grab your blocks. So this is a Baddha Konasana, so butterfly pose. So bottom of the feet together, knees are out. You can use your blocks to elevate the knees so they don't feel like they're just hanging out there if it doesn't feel comfortable for you. You can bring your heels closer to you if that's feeling good, or further out. And just go ahead and bring your hands just around either your feet, depending on where you are, or your shins here. Just whatever's allowing you to sit up nice and tall. Notice that grounding sensation with the outside of the feet pressing into the mat, the sitting bones. Find that space here. Again, letting the shoulders soften. The face soften. How are you feeling right now? Maybe beginning to soften the breath a little bit. And just checking in with the mind again. How does it feel? How is it right now compared to when you first started? Does it seem a little bit more spacious? Do you notice maybe more stuff coming in? Do you feel heavy, light? How are you feeling? And again, not judging it. We're just noticing it. What's there? What's reality? What do we notice that's actually there right now? Not what do we think of it. Just seeing it. Maybe begin to walk the hands forward. Maybe you stay where you are. You can always bring your feet a little bit more forward here. So I'm going to bring my feet more forward. If this feels good to you, you can bring your feet a little bit more forward and then begin to lift the knees up, and then bring your arms are going to come right underneath your calves here. So my forearms are coming towards the floor. Really opening the thighs up and allowing your forearms to come. My elbows are right on the floor here. If you feel too much rounding in the back, you can just stay with a little bit of a forward fold here. Pressing into the palms, just pulling the heart forward a little bit. What we want to do is tip from the hips. So using the blanket to allow us to tip forward just a little bit more. So see what works for you. You can also bring the hands forward. So whatever feels really nice for you right now. What we don't want to do is be hunching extremely in that lower back. So allowing for neutral spine. There can be a little bit of a bend in the back, but we want to keep the torso pulling in. If you're all the way on your forearms here, keep the shoulders pulling down. Allow the legs to soften. Are they clenching up on you again? Is the face starting to harden? Just noticing, giving yourself permission to soften here. One more deep breath in. And exhale, begin to maybe pull the arms back out or walk them back up, depending on where you were. Step nice and tall. Let's bring the heels back in if they were out. So we're going to turn the right leg and bring that right knee into the left foot. So we're going to come into our deer pose. So my right toes are faced backwards. And take a deep breath in here. And then exhale. Again, maybe you begin to come forward here with the hands. Maybe you begin to sway the shoulders back and forth, moving with your breath. And then walk it right back up. And then let's switch. Let's bring that right leg back in, and we're just going to pivot that left leg. So toes face back, and then bring that right foot to the inside of the left thigh here. Inhale, make sure you're pulling that left hip down. Sit up nice and tall, and maybe you begin to walk your hands out a little bit. And again, you can sway your shoulders side to side. Just a little wave-like movement here. And just a little massage in the shoulder joints, the hip joints, just feeling comforted here. Almost like you're rocking yourself to sleep. And then begin to walk your hands right back up. Let's extend both feet in front of us. You can come a little bit wider here if you like. Let's bend the knees first, unless you know you have a lot of flexibility in the hamstrings. So otherwise, bend the knees a little bit. Pull the toes in towards you and sit up nice and tall here. So again, if you need to roll your blanket up, sit on the edge, allowing your hip bones to tip forward just a little bit here. Just inhale. Your hands could be right on your thighs. Just sitting up nice and tall. Keep the toes flexed. So keep the ankles flexed in towards you. And then again, maybe you can slide your hands down your shins a little bit. Just a little bit of a tip here forward. I think I'm pulling the heart in towards that space. Shoulders relax down. And then inhale, come all the way up. Maybe we begin to pull the heels forward just a little bit more. And then this time you can do the same thing. You can have your hands just slide down your shins, or you can bring blocks here, stack blocks, which is my preferred choice here. So you can stack your blocks high enough so you can bring your forehead again Pulling your belly in if there's a little rounding in the back here. And make sure you stay nice and firm in your belly. If this seems too deep for you, you can also bring the blocks very high here. But we want our foreheads just to soften right on top of the blocks. Keep flexing those feet in towards your body. A couple more breaths here. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Very carefully roll right back up. You can bring your blocks off to the side. You can remove your blanket. I could bring it all the way to the back of the mat here, and we're just going to roll all the way down. So very carefully roll yourself down. You're going to have your knees pointed up here. Bottoms of the feet are on the mat about hip distance apart. Inhale. Let the knees fall to the left side. Just allowing gravity to take over. You can extend your arms out to the side, or you can go ahead and place your right hand just on that right hip, that right hip. And you're just going to pull that hip down a little bit here. Just creating a little bit more space in that right, maybe groin area, torso area. Not forcing the knees down. We're just letting, again, gravity is just pulling them down naturally. Let everything surrender here. And then remove your right hand. If you had it on your thigh, lift the knees back up. And maybe you bring your knees into your chest. Maybe you bring them just to the outside. You can bring your arms just around your knees, and you're just going to sway side to side. So making sure your lower back is on the floor. Just a little massage here. Couple breaths here in Apanasana. And then exhale, release the feet to the floor again. You can extend your arms out to the side if you prefer, and let your knees just fall now to the right side. Again, you can use your right hand just to open that left hip up a lot if that feels good. To open that left hip up just a little bit more if that feels good. Otherwise, hands are extended out. Again, allowing gravity to take over. Natural stretching here. So, and we try to force these stretches. What we do is we create a pushback. So what actually happens is your body freaks out and tightens up. So it kind of goes against what we're trying to do. So allowing your body to naturally go into this and know it's okay before you try to push a little bit further. So in little baby increments, you can go a little bit deeper. But if you surrender and relax, your body will naturally just extend and open up. Right? So when we create this trust, we're able to go a little bit further. Otherwise, our instinct is just to tighten up and protect ourselves. And when there's tightness, we're not able to grow. That goes for the body, that goes for the mind. So always remembering that. The hardest part is to remember. We're always in a rush to do things. And let's bring the knees right back up. So just remembering to take our time. Let's open the feet up, let the knees fall in together, fall in bridge here. Just remembering to remain patient, consistent, and present. And you're welcome to extend your feet out for final pose of shavasana. You can let your hands fall out to the side, just taking a few minutes to soften, to still the mind, still the body, and allow gravity again just to take over. Notice your body, a sensation of sinking and just melting, almost this heavy feeling as you surrender and melt into the earth. You feel any clenching, any tightness in the body? Let that go right now. Allow your cheeks to be heavy, your eye sockets just to feel like they're sinking right now. And your jaw almost feels like it's unhinging. Just absorbing the practice. Finding that inner love for taking the time to strengthen internally, externally. Grow the mind, the breath. And just focus on you. Always remembering that we need to show ourselves some love and some silence, otherwise we won't have anything to give. You can't run forever. You have to stop and notice what's happening. You're more than welcome to pause the video and stay here. Shavasana and stillness. We often don't get a lot of time to do this. If not, you can begin to bring a little movement to your fingers, your toes, and work your way up. Maybe rolling the ankles and the wrists a little bit. Very slowly, you can either roll to your side and then use your arm as a pillow, and then you can press into the hand, roll yourself all the way up very slowly. Just coming to a quick seat here. And bring your hands to heart center. Take a full deep breath in. And we're going to close out with the sound of the sound of silence, the sound of awareness. Know that that sound is always lingering inside of you, even if we're not making it. It's always there. This sound of the universe, of calmness within. Let's take a deep full breath in. And together. Thank you again for joining me on another flow. I hope you loved it. I hope your body feels good. And always be sure to take time to do you. Namaste.